The Chinese government's strategy in international relations, especially with Africa, is shaped by various economic and geopolitical factors. While China promotes a win-win philosophy with African countries, the recent changes in visa policies reveal a more complicated situation that deserves an African viewpoint. China's choice to enact a unilateral visa-free policy for citizens of 43 nations, including Latin America, South America, the Gulf states, Asia and Oceania, fits into its larger geopolitical and economic aspirations. These regions often align with China's strategic goals, including enhancing market access, building diplomatic relationships, and securing vital resources. However, despite Africa's resource wealth and geopolitical significance, it has been excluded from this arrangement. This exclusion indicates that China currently views Africa mainly as a resource supplier, rather than an essential consumer or political ally, which requires unrestricted exchanges between nations. Welcome to the CEA Network. We invite you to like, share and subscribe. China's lack of visa-free agreements with Africans can be interpreted as controlling migration and investment patterns. It might also represent ongoing security issues or sensitive diplomatic discussions. Nonetheless, this strategy fails to recognize the shared advantages of mobility that could strengthen economic relationships and foster connections between people. From an African perspective, this selective visa policy implies a need for a more calculated and assertive approach in engaging with China. Instead of interpreting this exclusion as a slight, African nations should advocate for China to broaden visa-free access or establish simplified travel systems, highlighting the economic and cultural gains from greater tourism, business interactions, and educational partnerships. Given China's vast investments in Africa across sectors like infrastructure, mining, and agriculture, African countries can utilize this dependence as leverage to negotiate more favorable conditions, including easier movement for their citizens. Additionally, African nations can unite in regional coalitions to collectively negotiate with China, ensuring their priorities, such as visa regulations, trade deals, and development initiatives, are prioritized. Both sides benefit from this relationship. While China gains access to African resources, Africans immensely profit from Chinese investments and technological advancements. This mutual benefit relies on